TV Tropes is a website that has a million different drinking games on a million different shows, and each drinking game has a million different rules with it. Today we're going to look at Family Guy's drinking game, specifically Season 2. Whenever a character drinks alcohol, drink with them. This happened 40 times. If characters are in a bar or club, i.e. the clam, and don't drink at all in the entire scene, down your drink at the end. This happened 3 times. Drink whenever a character takes drugs. This happened 5 times. Whenever there's a cutaway, drink, have an ambulance ready. 173 times in Season 2. And if that's too easy, do this instead whenever the cutaway is subverted or lampshaded, drink. That happens 18 times. And whenever there's a cutaway that actually involves situations related to the situation the cutaway was called up in, down your whole drink. This happened 12 times. And whenever a character uses a cutaway to their advantage, down 2. This happened 3 times. I have a strong feeling once we get to Season 4 and on, after this show was canceled once or twice, these numbers are going to go crazy through the roof. There's a special drinking game when you follow only this rule. If a joke involves offensive stereotype humor or a shallow nitpick of a celebrity's physical features or behavior, take a drink. Do not watch more than 1 episode a night. This happened 140 times for offensive stereotype humor and 41 times for a shallow nitpick of a celebrity's looks or personality. When the show reenacts a scene from or otherwise references Back to the Future, down your drink. This happened in the cutaway Back to the Future this season. But other than that, it only happened 1 time. Whenever someone or something dies, drink. Something died 14 times, but 4 times they died off screen, and 20 times something should have died. If Peter is the one who dies, drink twice. There was only 1 time he actually died, but 6 times that he should have died. If we weren't doing cartoon logic where he can somehow survive this. Whenever Stewie uses highly advanced technology, drink. This happened 14 times. Whenever Ernie the Giant Chicken arrives, down your drink. Finally, we had our very first Ernie the Giant Chicken fight. Only happened once this season, but at least it's happened. Whenever something resembling Ernie the Giant Chicken comes in, take a shot. This happened twice. Whenever someone is mean to Meg, drink. If you don't want to succumb to alcohol poisoning, take small sips for this one. Here's the thing, only happened 25 times. We're still very early on when she's just a regular teenager, instead of like the punching bag of the entire family. Like I said, after we get past when the show was canceled, I think this is gonna go crazy insane. But right now, only 25 times. And if someone is actually nice to Meg, down your entire drink, because you won't see this happen very often. This happened 9 times in total. And if someone other than Neil Goldman is nice to Meg, down between 2 or 4 drinks. Neil Goldman finally showed up. He was nice to Meg twice, so we only have 7 times. Whenever the evil monkey appears, drink. This happened twice. The very first time was episode 15. The Neil Goldman, the Ernie the Giant Chicken, all of these things happened for the first time this season, and it's really making this drinking game go off in lethality. Whenever someone is shown having or just had sex, drink. Happened 13 times, a little bit more than Season 1. This is another one I think is going to go crazy in the future. Whenever a catchphrase is said, Peter's he, sweet, shut up Meg, Herbert's drink. Unfortunately, Herbert doesn't exist yet, and we're going to have to skip all the Herbert ones, but probably for the best. 26 catchphrases happened in total. The ones that I counted was the Peter laugh, Quagmire saying alright, Stewie saying victory shall be mine, Stewie also saying what the deuce, Brian's whose leg do you have to hump to get a dry martini, Stewie's what the devil, and Stewie's blast. So far, no one has said shut up Meg, it's just not a thing yet. Whenever there is an overly long gag, keep drinking until it's done, have an ambulance on standby. These started popping off like crazy Season 2. We only had 2 last season. We had 12 this season. That totaled to 628 seconds, roughly equating to 21 beers that you would have to down. if you follow along with this rule. And the subsequent rule to it is whenever the plot stops for an entire musical number, in universe or live action, keep drinking very slowly on a full stomach until it's done. Season 2 had 10 musical numbers that I counted, with a total of 855 seconds, equaling to 28.5 beers. Whenever Quagmire says giggity and or has sex, drink. He's finally becoming Quagmire. Finally is a bad word for it, unfortunately. He said giggity 4 times and also was seen having sex 4 times. Whenever someone acts like a total idiot, take an eyedropper and drip 1 drop into your mouth. You'll be on the floor in no time. I counted someone being an idiot 183 times, and I just assumed like 5 of those times would count as 1 drink, so about 36 drinks. Whenever someone pukes, drink. This happened 6 times. On every censor bleep, or if you're watching the DVDs, every bleep-worthy word, take a shot. If it's early in the series, when bleeps are rare, chug the whole thing down. We're gonna count as chug the whole thing down because it only happened 6 times. When someone is spying on a woman using the toilet, drink. This happened for the first time in episode 10, Running Mates, when Peter and Lois are competing for the position of school board, and they have cameras pointing at Lois in the bathroom asking her questions. Because it's a woman literally sitting on the toilet with them recording her feet, I think that counts. When someone says what the hell, or some variation of the term drink, this happened twice. Drink every time a swear word is used in general, even if it's bleeped. For some episodes, you will need to have an ambulance on standby. This one's kind of crazy because it's 3 rules in one. It's its own rule, and the bleeped one, and the what the hell. But there are 43 swear words said in general. Whenever an adult other than Brian actually understands Stewie and it's not a cutaway gag, take 3 drinks. This happened 3 times. Whenever there's a gratuitous amount of violence and or blood, take 2 drinks. This happened 22 times. Whenever there's a parody of a show, movie, or book, drink. This happened 8 times. Whenever a scene mirrors some terrible tragedy that happened in real life sometime after the episode originally aired, take 3 drinks. I counted this as twice, because in the episode where Lois becomes a flight attendant, there were people that hijacked the plane, and it was before 9/11 came out, kind of a stretch. The other one that's kind of a stretch is Tom Tucker popping the bubble wrap and making fake explosion noises during the Pretoria episode. Whenever someone mispronounces 1 or more words just to annoy someone else, take 2 drinks. This also happened twice. Whenever an obscure celebrity is mentioned, drink. Take 2 drinks if they lampshade the celebrity's obscurity. The obscure celebrity is mentioned 67 times and lampshaded 21 times. Whenever they use a slow zoom to simulate emotion, drink. This only happened 3 times. Whenever there's a reference to 70s or 80s pop culture, down your drink. This happened 36 times. Whenever there's a pop culture reference from any other past decade, take 3 drinks. This happened 22 times. Whenever the characters take pot shots at another show, like the Cleveland Show or Bob's Burgers, take a drink. This only happened 13 times. Take a drink every time there's a crossover punchline, 2 if it's The Simpsons. This only happened 8 times, and none of which were The Simpsons. Take a drink every time Superman appears. Seriously, he's almost as prolific as the Kool-Aid Man. You could categorize him as a character at this point. It finally for the first time happened once. And take a shot every time Brian is compared to Snoopy. This happened once. Which all equates to 254 beers in total and 3 shots. Making your blood alcohol level, which makes your blood alcohol level a 6.14 with 410 more hours until you're sober again, which equates to 17 days. And this also means it's roughly 3,048 ounces of liquid, 90 liters, which even if you swap out water for this drinking challenge, you still die because it's 23.8 gallons of liquid in total, no matter if that liquid is liquor or not. Cannot stress how much you should not play this game with the actual rules.